Hey YouTube, welcome back to Unix TCG, and upon popular demand, I am actually going to go over my set 2 predictions. So, for any of you guys that know me from back when I did Dragon Ball Super Masters, or what at the time was just Dragon Ball Super card game content, know that I love diving into the breadcrumbs that I think we get with these spoilers and, just design direction. So I'm gonna jump into this one. You guys will see if we can get this one to 100 likes like we normally do or more. And yeah, so if you like the video, maybe check the description to see the different ways you can support this brand, and we will hop into our speculation. So we're gonna go over the cards that we already do know and kind of go from there. So if you guys have been on my streams on YouTube or Twitch, and if you have, I thank you for the support. It's amazing, and I should be streaming again tonight to finish off that God rank. So if you want to join me on that, just check my socials. I'll probably be doing it in the evening. But what I did want to say was that people ask me what I thought about set 2, and I think that there's some indicators that are already going on in there. One of the first things I wanted to talk about how it looks like there's going to be 4 leaders. It says it on the site when you look at the pack breakdown, and some people have seen 4 leaders and they're going, oh, but I think that if you play like Masters, you should know that sometimes having 8, 9, 10 leaders, there's some leaders just duds. Like sometimes both leaders for a color are duds. And I think that having only 4 leaders is going to allow them to be a lot more focused in their design. And that's probably going to be better for the game, in my opinion. But it also frees up a lot of the set. If each color doesn't have 2 random archetypes in it, you're probably going to be able to have a good focused archetype and then support for older archetypes. And we have 3 leaders per color currently in the game, so there's a lot of room just to give these leaders just different support that could really work. So I think that this is going to be a good thing if that does follow through with my predictions on that. But the second indicator I think that kind of shows us where this is going is normally Bandai doesn't double up on the colors sequentially that get SCRs. Since red and green got SCRs in set 1, I would full on expect blue and yellow to get SCRs now. And when we were talking about this on the stream, I said, I would I think that the way Bandai is going to do things, and especially when we got the God Goku with Tournament of Power and his traits, which we're going to talk about in a moment, I think that there's so much of TOP that is left to be discovered. We don't have some of the most crucial moments in TOP. We don't have an Evolution Blue Vegeta. We don't have more than one UI Goku. We don't have Jiren, Topo, Dispo. We don't have a lot of the TOP. So I can see them coming back to the TOP in set 2, and then maybe even coming back to TOP in set 4 or something like that. Like, that's something they can come to, because I just don't see them releasing more TOP cards and not making them compatible. Like, they might release Jiren in another color. I can see that, but I don't see them releasing, per se, UI Goku and him not being red, or down the line we have dual colors, red and another color. So and then of course that kind of is soft confirmed with this God Goku being a new leader, that we're going to be back in TOP. I think that going into blue, if we are potentially doubling back on seasons, Future was the theme essentially for set 1, with Goku Black and Trunks being the headliners. You know what we don't have yet? Fuse Zamasu. Okay, we don't have Vegetos, and I think that could be a really big push. Vegeto and Gogeta, they sell pretty much anytime you print them on something. So I think that if we got a Future Return to Future, then we could see Vegeto, we could see Zamasu, maybe even as leaders. I think it may be a little early for a Vegeto leader, but who knows? Maybe they're just like, you know what, this is going to move with the set. But in terms of secret rares, I think that there are 3 options. Even last set, I said Sword of Hope Trunks could have been one because we have blue. I just didn't see him outstretching the potential for UI or Father's on Kamehameha, and then lo and behold, those are the 2 SCRs. I do think that in this set, we could be looking at a Sword of Hope Trunks as a secret rare. We could be looking at a Merge Zamasu secret rare, or we could be looking at a Vegeto. If I see a singular Vegeto battle card, I'm almost auto locked in that we're going to get a Vegeto secret rare, because whether it be Dokkan, Legends, Xenoverse, Budokai game, you put a fusion in something and it just sells. So if I see a single Like, if I see a Vegito leader, okay, bet. I think it's a Vegito SCR. If I see Vegito battle cards, bet. I think it's a Vegito SCR. Now, something that's interesting is that I'm not going to post it here because technically it was a leak, but we did get a Shin accidentally maybe posted out of turn or something like that for blue, and he was a 1-drop top 5 searcher for a Patara battle card. So that could easily be just the insinuation right there that we actually have a Patara based thing. But just know that that could be Zamasu, that could be Goku Black, that could be Fused Zamasu, and Vegito. All 4 of them wear Pataras. So say it as you will, but that could very well be a bunch of those cards. But I think that that Shin 1-drop does kind of insinuate that we're going back there. Moving on to green, I do think that green is going to go back to the Android Saga. Like, at that point, if we have both of these, if we have like TOP re-happening, I think we're going back to the future. The Shin is weird because Shin really wasn't in that future saga, but he's searching Patara, and everybody that can be searched out for Patara pretty much should be in returning to a future saga, so I have high hopes for that. But I think if we're doing returns and returns, then we could probably go back to the Android/Cell saga because we received 0 Cell cards. There's still a lot from that saga that you can really touch on. So I would not be surprised if we went back to the Cell saga. Then when we go over to yellow, now this one on the stream, I said I had no idea. Like, would we go back to the Saiyan saga? Would we have like a Super Saiyan Goku leader? And then I saw that there was a red Goku leader, and I was like, I don't know if I want 2 Goku leaders in the same set. But just recently, we did receive the Vegeta, the SSB Vegeta, and that is pretty much auto-confirmed. This is going to be a revival of F archetype. And so with that being said, I think there's only 3 options that we could go for a secret rare. And I don't really want to say Goku or Vegeta. I would hate to have a Vegeta deck that has a Goku secret rare. That would be so lame. But at the same time, we could get a Vegeta, like a hardcore Vegeta secret rare that's Super Saiyan Blue. That'd be kind of cool. I do think there is a potential, since it is a revival of F and the main focus of that movie was introducing the blues, but also Golden Frieza, we could get a Golden Frieza SER, something that just like denotes like, or like just depicts him going into Golden Frieza the first time. I think that was a monumental moment. But I think the spicy tech would be Whis. I know he didn't like fight, but Whis was like, he rewound the destruction of Earth. So if we got an SDR that was like Whis time manipulator, or Whis reversal of chrono reversal or something, I think that would really be cool. So I think the targets for me would probably be like a Vegeta. I guess if you really wanted to, you could have Goku hitting the Kamehameha on Frieza at the end of that movie, but it would just be so funny for a Vegeta deck to have a Goku SCR. But I think that you could do Vegeta, you could do Goku, you could do Golden Frieza or Whis. I think all 4 of those can make cool secret rares. We just need to see the effects. So now that we're past that, I do want to look at some of the cards that are going to be here, and I think that'll be kind of a cool treat. So looking at these cards, right? We have quite a few actually. So first we have this Goku, and this Goku is a leader. He has a new trait, so there's Saiyan Universe 7 and Turn into Power. I am kind of salty that I see Turn into Power here because they only add traits when there's going to be an effect that uses said traits. And because the old cards don't have Turn into Power, they will not be compatible with this leader's effect. But it says, when attacking, draw 1 card, awaken, when your life is at 3 or less, draw 1 card, then flip this card. Cool. And then you have a 20k backside. When attacking, draw 1 card, activate main once per turn, pay 1, discard 1 card from your hand, play up to 1 battle card with 20,000 power or less, and turn of power and special traits from your hand. So this is going to be interesting. First and foremost, he awakens at 3 life, so you're going to have to be a little bit more on the defensive. You're going to have to stack your deck with a lot more 10Ks, and we don't know how these things work. Normally when this happens, there might be like some sort of defensive effect, or maybe they'll get like a very sticky good blocker, or maybe there'll be some power manipulation shenanigans later on, but there's generally got to be a reason for it going down to 3 life. The other part about this is that the effect is an inherent -1, because you're paying 1 energy, you're dropping a card, and then you're playing a card from hand. So realistically, you drop 2 cards out of your hand to add 1 card to your board, which could be balanced because you are playing something with 20k power. That could be anywhere from 2 if a vanilla to 4 energy worth of play. So I think that that's pretty cool. However, with an effect that goes minus out of your hand, -1 out of your hand every time you use it, this deck may have some serious draw power, some serious self-awakening, just to off it, like just to balance that, counterbalance that, because otherwise this could be a very, very hairy effect, and it can leave you out with no hand very quick, which may be the intent. That may be the aggro they want you to do. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm sure it's gonna have a sick alt art. Its normal already looks good. So we're gonna move over to the next card, and this one is Android 18, and this one says permanent. It's a 20k, so you can see this already gets cheated out. Permanent, opponent's turn, this card gains plus 5k power, so it becomes a 25 on your opponent's turn. You can swing a 25, even if you played on turn 2 and swing with it. A 25k is pretty annoying to deal with that early in the game. Still can be destroyed by a lot of things because of its cost, but I think a 25k is a pretty solid stat line. Not really too flashy here, but we're still in the beginning of spoilers. Next, we've got TN, and this is really, really funny because this guy is a 3-cost 20,000 power 5k combo. On play up to 3 TN Shinhan cards, 15k power from your hand. We do have the vanillas from set 1. I'm not sure if we're getting anything else in set 2, but if you had 2 to 3 vanillas, you could go -1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in your hand to plan a bunch of 15ks. And since you're not U7 Goku from set 1, you're not boosting them. So a lot of people have been getting hyped about this card. I don't see it. I do not see it. I guess you could play the U7 Goku. That could be explosive, but you're still going minus so many cards in it. It's just very strange. If I get proven wrong later, then so help me. But I am not seeing it, because by the time you can cheat this guy out, he's going to be, in a part of the game where those 15ks aren't really doing much. Next, you got Rosie, and this is where I like to see these things. This is a 15k, 10k combo power, and when attacking, this card gains plus 5k power for each of your opponent's battle cards. This can potentially be really big, but the other thing I really like is if you're at a gummed up stage of the game and you decide to go for face instead of anything else, and they have 5 bodies out, you could play this, and Rosie's just gonna immediately go up to 40k when she swings on a leader's face, and I think that that's awesome. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this card. Now we're gonna next move on to yellow, and I'm loving the back end art for this. I can't wait to see these alt arts when they drop. But you got Vegeta, and it says when attacking, draw 1 card. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, draw 1 card, then flip this card over. And then on his back end, when attacking, draw 1 card. End of your turn, switch it to 2 of your rest mode energy to active mode. Now we already know that with a card like this, he's going to live and die on the cards that you can play during your opponent's turns. So right now we really have Death Ball and Bombs of the Game Force. That is probably the roughest part about this. This is completely dependent on what we see in the set. However, we don't know what we're gonna see in the set. We can get some more extra cards. Don't forget that activate battle effects happen. There could be cards that require energy for powerful activate battles. There could be cards that have effects just during your opponent's turn that you have to activate, which will likely be activate battles because counters don't really exist. So I think that this guy is going to live and die off of the effects we see here because his effect is so dependent on cards that we don't have yet. But I do think that potentially with yellow being a color that can tap all your stuff down and keep it down, well, tap a lot of your stuff down and keep it down, I think that this is going to be kind of cool because it'll allow you to play more of a control, maybe reactive deck than a cool rush. So who knows, but I'm excited to see what cards we get for this. Now the cards we've seen for yellow so far, you've got this Goku, permanent, your turn. If your opponent has 3 or more rest mode battle cards, this card gains plus 5k power. So the thing this instantly tells me, for 3 energy, 30k. Seems pretty cool. But what this is going to tell me is that this deck is going to have no shortage of tricks that tap your opponent's cards because they need enablers for this to work. They can just be like, oh, if your opponent has rested 3 battle cards this game. So no, they're going to probably give you things that rest your opponent's battle cards. The next one that just got released yesterday as I'm recording is Blocker. It's a Piccolo, 3 cost, 25k, very good stats. blocker, and when it's KO, choose up to one of your battle cards and switch to active mode, potentially allowing something else to block, but also potentially putting something out of harm's way. If they wanted to swing on a card, like a boss card, and you're like, nope, Piccolo, get in there, and they combo and he dies, or this guy dies, and then you can untap it so they can't swing him again, that's a beautiful thing. So I think this leader is actually blocker is deceptively good because it doesn't have a cost requirement or limit for what it can untap. And then, this is in Japanese, but hold up, I got the Google Translate app on my phone. But this guy pretty much equates to on play, choose up to one of your Piccolos and untap them. So I think there is a 3 in there. Yeah, there's a 3 in there. So it's a Piccolo with a cost of 3 or less and untap them. Goes very, very well with the Piccolo that we just saw. And that'll allow you to swing with the Piccolo, tap 2, play this guy, untap said Piccolo, swing with this guy. I think that's going to be pretty decent. I think there's a lot that we can actually get going there, and that should be cool. So with that being said, those are all the cards we have. Just to tie it up, I think we're going to be getting out, with the exception of yellow, which I thought was a wild card, and then it turned out to be a wild card for sure. I think that yeah, red, we're back in TOP. I'm willing to put a little bit of money, fair amount of wager that we're going back to future on blue, and I'm confident that we're going back to Android South Saga in green, but I would not put money on that because I'm not confident enough to lose what little money I already have. So with that being said, I'm hoping that with these secret rares, we're gonna hit gas for the 2 colors that probably need it. Yellow probably needs it less than blue. Blue needs a banger. But like I said, I'm literally thinking Sword of Hope Trunks, some sort of Zamasu, like Fused Zamasu, or if we get blessed Vegito. And then when it comes to yellow, that one's a lot harder to pinpoint because there aren't like iconic moments from there. Like I said, we can get the God Kamehameha from Goku as he ended Frieza after the rewind. We could get Vegeta going just super beast mode on Frieza. We could get Golden Frieza himself, or I would like it if we got Whis. I think Whis would be a spicy secret there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like I said, by the end of this week, this weekend, we should have the contest fully open for people that want to join, and I'm getting my article out for this one. It's going to be odd because I did want to get an article out, and then I realized, a lot of people are going to be playing with Set 2 for their first real competitive event, but there's still going to be a lot of locals and whatnot, so I'll have that up and ready. Thank you guys for watching. Keep your eyes out for a really fun video coming up in the next couple days. Nice little collab, and I will see you guys. If you want to help out the channel anyway, you can just like the video, maybe hit that subscribe button if you dig it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Actually, I'll see you guys in the next stream tonight if you guys want to tune in, but there'll be videos. Thanks. See you. So of course, I record this video, and then literally this morning we get a spoiler of a map that shows the last 2 leaders for Set 2, which are confirmed to be Zamasu and in blue, merge Zamasu in blue, and Cell in green. So with that being said, I don't know what y'all want me to say. Like, I think my predictions were pretty spot on. With Zamasu being the leader, I think this leans further and further to I don't think it changes my predictions for blue. I think Sword of Hope Trunks beats Zamasu, so that could be a secret rare. Vegito has a iconic fight versus Zamasu, so it could be Vegito, and if they want to make it like the universe Zamasu, then I could see that too as an SCR for blue, just like Zamasu as the universe. So yeah, now we're gonna finally end the video. I just had to put that in there real quick. So yeah.